Victor. I'm here with a new painting tutorial, and this time we're going to paint the noise marine, the famous noise marine that have the look of the 80s. So you can see here I glued him on a base. I did this base for him, full of skulls. Okay, although he is not corn, I think will be very 80s to have him rocking from the bottom, from the top of a hill of skulls. So I have all the parts separated, as you can see. Here we have the head. Okay, I will paint the head separate as well. Everything priming white. Okay, and you can see the prime was not that good because everything was attached with glue tack, and then I remove it. So I will start from the bottom to top. I will go step by step, and I will try to explain the best I can how I paint each part of the miniature. So let's start with the bottom, with the helmet. And I will do, he's on top of a Space Marine helmet that is part of the miniature. And I will do this helmet like a Litwan helmet. So I'm going to apply here on this helmet Macavash blue. Okay. And I will not care too much, so I will apply on, I will try not to dirten the feet of the noise marine. But the helmet I will paint it full blue, Macavash blue, as a base for ultramarines blue. Okay, so I will do that. Thin layer should be okay. Macavash blue will cover any thing that we have done if we have dirt when we're doing the base. As you can see, I prefer to do the base before doing the miniature, because in that way, if I have used dry brush techniques and so on, I can go without any type of problem, and then I will do more careful the miniature. Okay, so I will put the blue in the helmet, and I'm back. Okay, next step, I'm going to start. I will do the leopard or the leopard pattern on the bottom part of the legs. So I'm going to apply the Messy Desert on the legs. Okay, so we are going to do a thin layer. As you can see, I'm waiting. I want to wait that the helmet is completely dry. So I will apply this on both legs, and I will be back for the next step. Okay, I have applied the Messy Desert on the legs, and now I'm going to use drakenhoff nightshade on the helmet that we have of the helmet at the bottom. Okay, well, I will do like a lead one. So I'm going to apply now here the color. Trying to get used to the handle. Too many years painting directly from the base, but as this base has so many schools that are getting out of the base, I wanted to see if I can avoid rubbing the paint of the skulls that I already done. Okay. I will wait at this device now there. So we are going to do, I will do the joints of the armor, and to put on the joints of the armor I will use, I think I will use Black Templar directly. Okay, Black Templar, yes, this one. Okay, the contrast paint. So going to apply. I will take a smaller brush to have a little bit more control. And I think this will be the only, I will do less black than what Games Workshop did. I will put even more explosion of color on this guy. Okay, I really want to go very, with a lot of colors. So when you apply a contrast, be careful. I don't use my best brushes to do that. Okay, I'm doing a little bit like the inks. well the joints on the upper part of the legs. Okay. That, I think this will be enough. As you see, one leg was almost not primed on this part because I primed with the guitar on the miniature. So yeah, okay, this should be enough. Now I will take a purple, so instead of using blacks I will combine purples and pinks to the other part. So I will take now, yeah, the only thing I'm thinking is what to do here, because this is not clear. What is this part here? If it's, I don't know if it's his body, or I need to check. Okay, so yeah, on the abdominal I need to check what it's about. Okay, it seems that here is his skin, so he's not wearing armor plate in this part here. So I'm going to use Kislev flesh there, because it's the primer. There's too little primer to use a contest. So I will put some Kislev. And these are the type of details that you don't see until you start painting. Okay, so this part, he's not wearing armor in this part. Okay, so I will apply this. This is only on the front because at the back we have all the tubes. Okay. See. Okay, we do it like that. Need to go a little bit. There. Okay. This is good enough. So I will wait that this dries. And now the color I'm going to use next is this fluor pink. Okay, it's called acid pink from scale 75. Okay, is the FX is fluor. I think we are going to test some of these fluor colors when doing these miniatures. Okay, so I'm going to apply this on the upper part of the legs. Okay, I'm going to check how it works when, yeah, is what I was imagining. When the prime is not that good, I will need to apply a different base. Okay, so this will be It's super transparent color. Okay. Okay, what I want to do, as this color is so transparent, makes no sense to apply it like that. So the first thing we need to do is to apply a solid white where we want this, right? So I will, because you can see this color is too transparent, and we can apply like that floor. So we can apply it where we have a solid white. So I'm going to take white first, and we are going to apply it on these legs, okay, on the part where I want to apply the pink. So we have to do this first. I will do this first, and I'm back once I have a solid white, so the floor can can work well. Okay, so I'm doing that, and I'm back for the next step. Okay, I have applied the white. Now I'm waiting that this dries. Okay, so you can see. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the white part on the, so I will work on the symbol of the lead one, and I will do the white first. Okay, so the way how I do this type of schemes is I do the white, a white band of white, so a white width, or do first the external part, okay, and I do all the white, all white, and then I will do the right inside. This is going to be tricky, and maybe it's overcomplicating my life, because he has the feet on top of the helmet, so it's not easy to access where we have to put the symbol. Okay, and we have on top a skull that I will go over, and I will go until the mask of the helmet. Okay, now we wait again that this dries. And while this is drying, now we can go back and try to apply now the floor paints. Okay? Now on top of white should work much better. Okay. So these are still very transparent, so we will need to do 2 layers. Don't try to apply it in 1 layer because it's going to be impossible. They have a very curious texture, this floor pink. It's almost like a patina. Okay, you can see it's not easy to apply. So I will do a couple of layers of this or more, and I'm back once I have a solid pink. What I do is I will apply it first on the other leg and then go back to the previous leg and so on until I have a nice cover. Okay, so I'm doing that, and I'm back once this is done. Okay, next step. Okay, I'm going to use cone red. So you can see here what the pink looks like now. It's quite bright pink, but it's a pain to apply. So yeah, I'm not very happy with these floor paints. They are very difficult to apply. And now I'm going to apply cone red, and I will try to do it in a way that I leave the white on the sides. Okay, I do this to do the helmet symbolism. something like that. Okay. Good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Calgar blue, and I will edge highlight to this blue, and I will edge highlight the helmet. Some of my palette. I forgot to do the lens, so I will put red inside first. I want to leave the lens a very... Here the lens is broken, so we are going to do like that. Okay. Now we can do the edge highlight. Put some water. I'll also work a little bit on the white where I see that it's not... when I see that it's not good enough. I will use, when I want to make the white thinner, I'm using Macrash blue again, and I go over the white. We have to add some red here. Okay. Clean up with Macrash blue. Out. Okay, I will now take a little bit of gold to make the skull, small skull that is on the helmet. I will use Retributor armor. Okay, now I will use Templar, Black Templar, to do some black parts on the helmet, like this thing here. And the tube. So in that way I can know exactly where I need to highlight. Now I will wait at this device before doing any step, and I'm back. Okay, so next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this color, Gauss Blaster Green, to do some of the green details. Okay, and I will paint now the shoes with this color to have a very striking contrast with the pink. Okay, so we are going to apply this there. Down a little bit the paint, and we are going to do this part. Okay. As I said, I want to paint from bottom to top, and we'll be building the colors as we go up. Okay, so let me put some more water here, the paint, because it's a little bit too dry. And let's go. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Apply this Gauss Blaster Green here. I think it's going to be a nice pastel color that will contrast with the striking fluor pink. Okay, so I will do that, and I'm back when I have done both woods. Okay, I'm going to do some more highlights on the helmet that is putting the feet on. I will use a little bit of recent gray, this one, to do some highlights, and then I will go as well as on the black and do some highlights on the black. Okay, so what I'm going to use, we do with recent gray, is just to put some additional highlights here and there, okay, to make the helmet to pop up a little bit more. Okay, the bottom of the eyes, for example. And then if you see that they look too stark, we can use Calgar blue, and we smooth them a little bit. We can even use later on if needed. The Cantor blue, or the color I'm using is not Cantor blue, sorry, this one, McVeish blue. Okay, so I'm going to take McVeish blue, it's too thick. I'm going to smooth a little bit this. So this is the tip to make the lines thinner, is to come then with the base color and really make them go next to the line, making them really thin. Okay, and then we go here. and we're going to do some battle damage. So to do some battle damage, first I will apply recent gray and do some scratches. Then probably can do some scratch there, like that. We can do another one here. And for example, this mark it a little bit. I suggest we also have the bottom, so we can do some one scratch there. We can now come with blue, okay, and we can scratch the red paint. As if the paint was scratched, right? If you scratch the paint, it will come the one that is underneath. So I'm doing this there. And I think I will don't abuse of that, because can look too much. Can be too much sometimes. Now I take black and I go inside of the scratch with black, like that. And we can do the same here. What I will do is I will go on top, okay, leaving a little bit of the white. So let me show what I mean. Okay, have to put a little bit of the foundation gray first. No, because I went a little bit too far. Okay, something like that. Now we can put black on other spots, because will make the sensation that the helmet was damaged in combat. So for example, we can put it a little bit here. We can put it. This was the broken eye, so I will insist on the broken part. Okay, I will leave it like that. Now I will take not drum fan. This one, iron breaker, mid-tone silver or metallic, and I will apply it where we have applied the black before. Like that. The black has to keep visible. And the black will give the sensation that is a cut on the helmet. Okay. Now we'll put another one here. Good. Before I forget, I will take Agvax Air Shade and I will put it on the skull. Like that. You can even dirty a little bit the helmet if you want. The Agvax shape will give the sensation of dirtiness that will match with what we want to give here, because it's a broken helmet, right? And now I'm going to use Administraton Gray. and downstone to highlight the black. Okay, I will put some water because it's quite dry, the one in the palette. I have to change the paper on my palette. Just moisturizing a little bit more the paint I have on my palette. Okay. What we want to do is to highlight a little bit the black. Do not leave it completely flat. Okay. This is like a broken part. I don't remember if this, and then we can use this was with downstone, and now I can use a little bit of a mini Stoughton grey to give a little bit of more extreme highlight in some points. Okay, and like that we have the helmet done. Now we can go for to do some washes on the miniature itself. So I will do a wash on the grid. That, by the way, I have missed here a part. Okay, I realize it here. I haven't put enough green. For my taste, this color is a little bit too flat, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to apply Coelia green shade on the where we have applied Gauss Blaster green. We try to go very smooth with that, not to put too much. Okay. This is too much, remove some. Okay, I will do the two shoes, and I will do the two shoes, and I'm back for the next step. Okay, while this is completely drying now, I also did this part here, this small part here. I'm going to use now Siege purple, and this I will do the bells and all the parts I want to have a little bit like leather. I will go for leather looking type of bells here. Yeah, here's a slanish, but it's going to be very dark one, so I think it will look good. Okay, so this Siege purple, this contrast is very dark, and I think we'll do the right job. Okay, so I will apply this on the different bells. Look here, be careful that there is one that goes under the shoe. Most likely we'll need to do some. Okay. And then I will do this one as well. Okay, and I will do the one on the top and this thing here that I don't, this type of back. Okay, so I will do this all and I'm back for the next step. Okay, I have applied the purple there, the sage purple on all these things. I also did the bell here, and I did the bell that goes on the guitar. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use voluptuous pink, and this one I will not wash over the pink totally. I will do like that. Okay, I will go in here, for example, and I will apply it. Okay, try to use quite a thin brush. The other thing I want to do is, you know, this type of things. I'm going to go there, there, and there, and we have like that. Okay, and we are going to do very steady. We try to do all these details on the miniatures. Okay, so with passion, and we are going to, it's the opposite of edge highlight, it's do the shading, but trying to target just the crevices. Okay, so I will do all these elements, for example here again, and to go inside there. Okay, and I do like that. Okay. Here it's quite tricky because there is not really high damper, maybe only the bottom. What we can do is to do as well, to shade a little bit the bottom like that. A little bit of water. This extra, just to create a little bit of shade at the bottom of the leg. Okay, like that, it's okay, and I think this will be good enough. So what I will do now, I will go back to the green. I will use again Gauss Blaster green, and I will start highlighting the wood. Okay, put a little bit more because the one I have on my palette is a little bit dry, so I want to put some fresh paint. And I will do some edge highlight on the boots. So I start doing it like that. With the rivets. Okay. Take a little bit of water. So I will keep doing that on the boots, and I'm back for the next step. Okay, we have done the highlights on the blue, okay, on the blue and the green thing, okay. You can see how it looks like, and now I'm going to do the same on the pink. And to highlight the pink, I will use full green pink. Remember that we also have put the shade. So what we are going to do is I take a thin brush and just edge highlighting with full green pink. That you can see almost looks white at the beginning. Okay. One thing that I like to do on legs, let's do the other leg because it's going to be maybe easier to explain. So this one that has as well this thing, what I will do is I will follow that. Okay, and then what I like to do is I'm going to do like a bright reflection going down, like something like that. So I start maybe thick here and I go down. Okay, let me see if I can show well in camera what I'm doing. So you start from this side, okay, and going down like that. Okay, we'll keep doing now the rest of the, because I want to with the device. Okay. Okay, we have something like that. No. And what I'm going to do is I'm taking the previous fluor pink and I will go next to it, even over it, because it's so transparent that you can play with the transparency that it has and just go over and make it less evident. So I go just next and then a little bit over like that. Okay, we are going to make thin as well, thinner these ones. This fluor, what I did is to have a very smooth layer of this fluor. You have to thin down quite a lot, and then you will have a better, you have to thin out a lot, and then you will have a better control in a way, and will leave less brush strokes. And then we are going to do, and what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do the full thing here, and just will do like that, and just like that. Okay, now we'll take very watery, take a lot of water, some fluor pink, very thin down, and I go over here again. Okay, and we can go again over this to make it look thinner. Okay, now I will do the edge highlight on the other part, on the front. The other thing is, if I have dirt and water with the black, you can go with this pink and then put the other one on top. This fulgrim pink have a very nice coverage, so it works very well for what I'm doing here. You can do now reflection on the inside. Example here. And what I try to avoid that it's easy to find the two visible at the same time, that they look odd. Okay. So I do like that. Okay. So then I will apply now the pink there, like this. I will go a little bit over the darker part we have done at the bottom. Be careful, because this pink have a very strange consistency, so if you don't go very thin, it can leave brush strokes. Okay, so this is why, and now I will go a little bit over to make this transition less stronger. So less strong, to make it even softer. Okay. A little bit of now the fallen pink. I will keep doing the bottom. Again, I will put some of this flopping next to it. Okay, so I will work now this bottom part of the leg in the same way, and I'm back for the next step. And now with the pink highlighted, the next thing I'm going to do is to start doing the jaguar or gepard pattern here. So what we are going to do, we are going to take Rhino's hide, okay, very dark brown, any dark brown will work. Rhino's hide, Dryad bark, or any one that you have it, okay, any dark brown. And we are going to splat some spots, okay, and I will fill them all at this moment. So we put them random places, try not to be all of them on the same shape or on the same, try not to have geometrical, so to be some places more than others, and just we do some random spots. Okay, so let's keep doing. Okay. I will do one leg on the camera, and the other leg will be done off, as you can imagine. So I try to avoid to follow any order or pattern, because if you follow some systematic order, can happen that sometimes you are too regular. Okay, let's put this one cut here. And I will put the last one there. Okay, once we have these marks done, we use again There's a messy desert color, the aqua one, okay. Have it still on the wet palette, have dried a little bit, so I'm going to see if I can save the paint I have on the wet palette. I have a brush that is completely destroyed to take paint and to really mix the paints on the wet palette. Okay, and now what we want to do, there is two ways to do it, so I will do like that. Okay, I try not to give volume, so I will eliminate some paint from here. And yeah, I will do all the spots I did previously, so I will follow them all. Okay, I will, as I said, I will do this leg, and the other one will be done off camera. So I put too much paint, remove some, and I go back to this. So if that happens, that you put too much paint and you need to, then you take a little bit of different Reynolds height. We just go in and we clean up the mistake, that's all. Easy, fast. It's easier than what looks like, okay? Sometimes you can see that some spots are not that bright, so you can always come and do a second touch, and that's all. So, okay, so this is how I do the spots. I will do the spots on the other leg, and I'm back to finalize the work. Okay, I have done this. I will weight this device nicely, and first I'm going to apply Fire Dragon Bright. This, you will not find this in the original from Games Workshop, but it's too much a little bit the rest of my noise marines. All of them, although they have a myriad of colors, I like to put some orange on all of them. So in order to have the same orange, we are going to put some orange spots on the paint job. I'm trying, I have to put a little bit of water there because it's a little bit too, mix it a little bit. Yeah, this paint was a little bit in bad shape. Okay, so now it's better, and we are going to apply this there. Okay, I will apply here Fire Dragon Bright, like that, and then I will weight the distance. So if I go frame, okay, I'm not working bad these new handles. It avoids that I touch the miniature too much, and it's saving me to repair where I'm rubbing off the paint. So it's quite, I'm happy with the investment. Okay, let's weight this device. And let's go back to the bells. Okay, so on the bells that I have used purple, now I will use Chereos purple to highlight. Okay, I can see that my Chereos purple now. I need to start changing the paper on the white palette. Put some Chereos purple on my palette. And I'm going to do some edge highlight. And I'm doing this before doing all the rivets, and I will also do this back that we have here. Okay, I start with Chereos purple. Okay, and then I will use as well Genestealer purple. Okay, so let's go back here, because if not, some places we will not have enough volume. So I come with Genestealer purple. I will put a little, very little. But the main job will be done with Chereos purple. Here we have the buttons of the amplifier. Okay. And now let's do the bells. For example, here on the leg as well. I'm using Genestealer purple directly. On this first part of the tutorial I will do the legs. Okay, and in the next one I will start doing the torso. So this will be quite a long tutorial, I guess. And especially because we are playing a lot of colors, so this makes the process a little bit slower. I'm using mainly Genestealer purple now, because you want to create a bright border to give a little bit of definition to the bells. Okay. Something like that. And I will keep doing the different bells like that. So now I do the top edge here. These things I will do it in metallic later on. So see if I can show this. Okay, and then I will do as well the bell that is used for the guitar or for the weapon. Okay, I will do this. So I will keep doing that, and I will be back for the next step. Okay, next step, I'm going to use Agave Airshade, and I will apply this on the rivets. Okay, the intention here is take a small brush. Okay, is to create. So we touch the rivet, and you will see that the wash will do automatically this type of shade around the rivet. Okay, very easy. So each time you want to shade a rivet, just come with a wash and touch a little bit around the rivet, and you will see that the wash is doing the work for you. Okay, here we have, perfect. I need to wait that this dries a little bit, so I can do the same. I can take a dark green, we'll take again Coelia green shade, and I will do the same on the rivets on the boots, the ones that are more visible. Okay, you can see this really makes the rivets to pop up. I will go a little bit here on the slot on this because it seems that it's not dark enough. Okay, here I will just do this one. Okay, that's done. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take a bone color or cream color, and I'm going to do edge highlight. In that case I will use Ushabti bone. You can use Flayed Bone Flash or Screaming Skull, any of the three colors will do the work. And what we do is I will start from the top of the neck, and very carefully I will edge highlight this part. Okay, I try to avoid here. What I'm doing as well is I'm correcting a mistake that is pink where it should not be. Okay, and we keep doing. Here I will not do, in that case I will not do the vertical reflection, because it will not work well with the pattern. Okay, you can see I go quite slowly and steady, doing all this edge highlight. Okay, so we will do the same at the bottom of the leg. The other thing that we want to do is all the rivets. Okay, so we'll do now the edge highlight on the bottom and the other leg, and I'm back. Okay, we have done the edge highlight there on the legs. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use iron breaker, and I will highlight all the rivets and buckles we have, and rings and so on, all the metallic parts. For example, here we have to be careful, but I will do like that. Okay. Sorry, I took the wrong brush. We'll take this one. Okay, and then we are going to do all these rivets. Him. A lot of small details that we have. There is one thing that I want to do on these ones. Okay, the belt is attached to the armor by this type of things. I don't know the name. Okay, so we are going to do them all. Here we have the buckle of the belt. So we paint 8. And we keep doing. There. Something like that. These ones also have some rivets. We have as well the rivets here, okay? Here we have as well the buttons of the amplifier, so we are going to paint them in metallic as well, and the rivets on the guitar. Okay, here's one, like that. Okay, so we'll do now the rivets on the guitar bell. And I will do these things as well. So I will do all this, and I'm back for the next step. Okay, what I'm going to use next is black Templar, and I'm going to use some of the power cables that we have. So we have a very small one here. I don't know if this is a cable or is a ring. I will paint this in black. Maybe we can put gold later on to make it as a ornament. This is in a very strange position, and we are going to do as well the power cable that goes to the weapon. Okay, have done this. Let's do a couple of washes, and I think I will finalize here the part 1 on the tutorial. So I'm going to take regular flake shade, and I'm going to do the skin. You remember that he's showing his belly part. But I find it quite fun. Okay, here. And I'm going to apply close the blood leather, a glaze on the orange. Okay, and I think I will finalize here part 1. I have the legs done at this stage. Maybe we come later just to do some final touch when we have assembled everything. But the next part we are going to start working on the torso, and I will start working as well on the arms, okay, because we want to glue the guitar at the front. We also have the head separated, okay, head will go like that. Okay, it's not glued, so I will paint it separated from the miniature, okay, and then I will. This one is quite easy because you have the pin, so I will glue it here on the with glue tack on the. I will do all the head and then I will do the neck connection later on. Okay, so I will put this one here, so I can work on 2 things. So the next step, the next part, we are going to start working on the torso, the head, and maybe the arms. So that's all for now. So please let me know what do you think up to now. Let me know if you like what you have seen at this point. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.